Last time, in the Fursons comic, Blockbuster was about to attack Techie when all of a sudden, Mr. Toffee Buns shows up, like the cinnamon roll he is, and protects Techie from his own niece. Actually, they're not really. She's not really his niece, but she is like a niece to him. And now, I'm going to draw the next part. Hopefully I can actually think of what's going to happen. Cut that bit out. Well, anyway, okay. So, I'm going to draw... Don't forget a bandana this time. Should be looking at the actual one, not at the one I'm drawing. Hang on a minute. Oh, the phone was facing the wrong sideways, so the camera was too low. Anyway, hopefully this will be easier now. So Blockland gets all beeped off at Mr. Toffee Buns. Oops. It's better again. She starts yelling. So she's like, I think I want... Okay, sorry, there's going to be a censored F word here. It's in character for her, okay? To say that. So yeah, Blockland's just angry about the fact that she doesn't want to hurt others, but she she can't really help it, or at least that's what she believes. This is page 13, I believe I'm drawing. Oh, don't forget her bandana. Almost forgot it. And then a character that I completely forgot about that appeared on 2 pages ago, but I forgot to draw in the last page video. I totally forgot that Cheer the Sunflower was meant to be there, so maybe she fainted. She's a wise character, but she also might have been a bit too sensitive about... I don't know. I feel like I don't know how else I could have... Unless I just didn't show her reaction, but... I don't know. I don't know if she should have fainted or not. Maybe she didn't faint. Maybe she just was staying silent and hoping that that Blockland would come to terms with calming down or whatever. If that phrasing even made any sense. But now she realizes she has to step in. Cheer is from a species that is actually that is actually both male and female at the same time. Because they're flowers, so yeah. Oh great, is she gonna become a generic stereotypical dialogue too? don't know. Because on the last page I found... On the last page I found that both Mr. Tuffy Buns and Bubbly Boo were acting like... had, like, generic dialogue or whatever. It's like, geez, like... I don't know. Like, I like to imagine that my characters aren't generic or whatever, but... I don't know. I'm not sure, but... Well then, I guess I just need to flesh them out a bit more. I mean, it's not like they don't have character, it's just that their dialogue seems generic. Especially Mr. Tuffy Buns, like, seriously. If you look on the last page, he kept saying things like, oh, don't hurt everyone, and stuff. Which are nice things to say, but they just seem generic to me, I don't know. I forgot to color the background of the... Yeah, did I color the... Alright, dude. So yeah. There we go, there's the background of the first 2 pages, which is just lazy orange lines, but you know. I don't know. Like, seriously, I need to make Cheer and Mr. Tuffy Buns not stereotype dialogue. Anyway, I just keep thinking about that for some reason. Maybe I should stop focusing on that and just focus on what's happening next. Actually, I just thought of what happens. So then Cheer continues talking. I was gonna draw Blockland, but I'll do that in a minute. Maybe I just feel like this dialogue is generic, but it actually contributes to the story because of what's about to happen in the next panel. She says, just walk away from your troubles, which is like generic teacher quote. But at least I don't feel so bad about this one. Because she's actually trying to give helpful advice instead of just saying, oh, don't hurt people, which is also good advice, but I don't know. But is Blockland going to listen to Cheer when she says just walk away from your troubles? Well, you'll have to find out in the next panel once I draw it, which is right now I'm about to draw it. Well, anyway, don't forget to draw. For some random reason, she perspires a lot because she's a sunflower, so I don't know, she hangs out in the sun a lot. Who knows? Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's the reason I gave. Actually, I'm definitely sure that's the reason I gave. Anyway, so then... the scene switches to outside. This is the door to training. This is the door to training. There's some people outside watching. You can't really tell, but that's supposed to be their hair. It looks like fire and flames and stuff. That looks like fire, that looks like a bush or tree, and that looks like grass or water or something. I don't know. So anyway, this is the door. Don't forget to color them the right colors. Don't color this green just because I said it looked like grass. Not grass. I said this looked like grass. This actually is green. Anyway, maybe I should draw ears or something. Just this person's ears though, because, or Fursons' ears, because the other two are, like, their ears flop downwards. So yeah, they're not just random people, by the way, they're actually characters that are about to appear in this scene, that actually appeared a few pages ago. But anyway, they actually followed Rock and Bubbles to training, but they waited outside, because I guess, they just didn't bother to go in, because, I don't know. Maybe somebody told, maybe Teddy was afraid of what would happen. And, like, he's not afraid of Blocklin, but he's afraid of other things, so he's probably afraid of the results of, I don't know, he just, maybe he ran out of energy, because he doesn't have much energy. And Pesto probably, I'm just saying who they are now, whoops. And Pesto probably was told by Teddy to stay there, and Sweetie Red didn't go in, because, I don't know. Maybe Rock told them all to stay there. Actually, yeah, that makes more sense. It was probably Rock who told them all to stay there, and they just had no choice but to follow Bubbly Boo because they wanted to keep Bubbly Boo from getting in trouble. But Rock told the other three to stay there because they didn't want them getting hurt, I guess. That's actually nice because Rock the Furson, although they're not very social, like they're asocial, which is different from antisocial. Antisocial, I'm pretty sure it means that you actively avoid being social. Asocial just means you're bad at being social, I'm pretty sure. From what I remember, I looked them up like years ago, so I can't quite remember. But yeah, asocial is basically what Rock is. But they are still nice and care about their friends and stuff, but they just have trouble expressing it. So yeah. Okay, so then Blocklin, she just walks past. She just walks past without looking at whoever's there, including her crush, because apparently she doesn't care that her crush is there, or doesn't notice, or is too annoyed to do anything. But, you know, at least she followed Cheer's advice and actually walked away from her troubles. See, she's getting somewhere, even though she's too upset to realize that she's getting somewhere. And yet, there's her belt. Told you, it's not just a sash. Anyway, don't forget her tail, jeez. Her tiny, like, scruffy little tail thing. Anyway. So then she just walks. She just walks. I was gonna draw the others there, but I didn't have enough room to draw them, so yeah, whatever. Anyway. And then this is a sky with, I always draw like super huge clouds because I'm really lazy at coloring the sky. So I just draw like huge clouds. Lol. Anyway, I've been doing that for years now, actually. I think I've been doing it since I was like a kid. Or a young teenager. Pretty sure I've been doing it since I was like 11 or 12, but I don't know. So she walks out, Maybe she should have a little bit of angry blush still, because she's still calming down a little. It looks, the wash lines are going downwards, so it looks like she's, like, falling over or something. Oh, no, she's not, though. She's just storming out. Anyway. So then... Trying to get it to focus. There we go. Oh, stop blurring out. Blurring out? Doesn't even... Is that even grammar? Oh, no. Because I'm putting my hand there, that's why. So yeah, then... Oops. I did his ear wrong. I failed at his ear! It's supposed to be, like, more rounded. It's not supposed to go... It doesn't do that. Whatever. Whatever, 7. Anyway. Whoops. So whoa, what is that mouth? And what are those teeth? He looks derpy. He's supposed to look friendly, not derpy. I don't know. Anyway. That look, what is that face? I don't know. Also, it's a side view in case you couldn't tell. So he's like offering a friendly smile and a friendly hug. But oh no. I'm trying to think how I should phrase this question / sentence. Okay, so he's like... So he basically does it's pretty much the same thing he does on a previous page. I think it was on page 2, actually. Where she storms past him. And he's like, hey, Blockland, need a hug? But then he just, like, she just completely just ignores him and keeps going past. And yes, she does like him, but she was both times, just like this time as well, she's too upset to listen, or whatever. So, yep, I didn't color his shirt. Whoops. Fail. Seems like every character is like stereotypical dialogue all of a sudden. I don't know, I just feel like I just keep feeling like I'm gonna make Teddy a stereotypical dialogue too. I don't know, maybe I'm just being too hard on myself. As artists always say, you're your own worst critic. So yeah, so then Teddy just sighs sadly. Looks a bit weird there, but anyway. Okay, oh no. That kind of helped a bit, that eyebrow, but anyway. See ya, Teddy. Teddy is basically sad. He's basically sad that he wishes Blocklin was feeling better. I don't think she's been happy this entire comic except in some flashbacks that happened earlier. There was actually flashbacks to when... Yes, the thing is, Rock the Furson and Sweetie Red, Blocklin is basically the reason they're together now. Basically, she helped reunite them. Like, she unintentionally helped reunite them. It's not like she's against them or anything, she just didn't mean to, but it still happened. Don't forget to color the sky, jeez. Anyway, so, yeah, the sky is blue. The sky is blue and so is the water. I think I sang that in a different thing somewhere. Anyway, enough about that. So then Sweetie Red, she's like a platonic close friend. Kind of to Teddy. Kind of reminds me of my characters Fire the Raptor and Alamara Milk from a different series of Fun Pack. Because Alamara is a sweet girl and Fire is like a timid guy. And they have a cute platonic friendship, but not a couple because they both like different people. So yeah, yeah, Alamara likes wet and Fire likes pencil. Anyway, in this series, I already mentioned who Teddy and Sweetie Red's crushes are. It's not each other. But they still respect and like each other as friends. Anyway, so Sweetie Red was on his right because, yeah, they're there. So that means if it's facing this way, she'd be there and he'd be there. So anyway, I don't usually draw her ear first. I usually draw, like, I don't know what I usually draw for. Oh yeah, I draw the dangly hair bit thing. Dangly hair bit thing. Okay, then. I bet I'm gonna get hungry at some point, but don't talk about that, because that's boring to everyone who's watching. Nobody's gonna care if you're hungry. Because by the time they watch this, it'll be after you've hopefully eaten something anyway. So who cares? Anyway. I hate when I make their heads look too tall by accident. Like, I make them look tall, but not fat enough. Well, not fat. I'm not saying that the characters are fat, but they're supposed to have big heads because they're cute. So, anyway. I'm not calling Sweetie Red fat or anything. I saw this really weird video about a fat girl with purple hair in an anime. Yeah, I forgot to mention it was an anime. Oh, no, I did. Did I say it was an anime? Yeah. I mean, I know I did, but, like, that's not the first thing I said, so it was like, everyone would be like, what, a fat girl with purple hair? I was like, no, she was in an anime, and then it was really weird, because she suddenly became all kawaii and thin, and all the guys like, oh, it's so beautiful, and that's really stupid. I'm not saying it's a bad show, because I don't really know much about it. I just thought it was, like, dumb how the guys, like, I don't know. I guess it's realistic. Anyway, who cares about that? Why am I talking about that? That has nothing to do with this video. Teddy is taller than Sweetie Red, by the way. Stupid. I don't have enough room for this giant book that I'm using as a surface. Oh, my pencil's on it. It's because I'm on the very right of the page now, so it's getting hard to draw. Remember, he's taller than... Oh, great. I hate drawing the shorter person first because then it's hard to draw the height difference accurately. That's why I usually draw the taller person first. Otherwise, I draw the short person too tall, and then the tall person looks way too tall. And Sweetie Red's not short, but she's, like, medium. And she's shorter than him. They look too close! But this is... I kind of ran out of room in this panel. Whoops, Phil. Don't make him look too skinny. Yeah, Teddy is definitely the most chubby fat of the group, but in a cute way. So yeah, it's not an insult. Anyway, so she's giving him a comforting pat on the shoulder. Yeah, she looks a bit too skinny, a tad too skinny. Anyway, so she's like, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, I failed. So yeah, Sweetie Red is a very kind, sweet, adorable character. So she comforts him. I don't know what mouth that is, but anyway. Sweetie Red may look a little bit weird right now, but that's just because I haven't added stuff onto her yet. Obviously her fur is red, or... No, secretly it's blue. Okay, no. Ah, the red looks bad because it's like mixed in with the lead pencil or whatever. Also, why is her ear hanging down in front of him? That doesn't even make any sense. Unless she was, like, in front of him to begin with. I don't know. I guess it'll make sense since Teddy will probably hang back because I don't know. Actually, why would he hang back? I don't know. Maybe Sweetie Red just stepped forward. Who cares? I'm just trying to explain details that don't need to be explained. Make Sweetie Red's fur more red and less gray. Anyway. Don't forget two very crucial things on Sweetie Red's face. But not yet. Anyway, I should probably explain stuff about the characters. What? Okay, sorry, I was at the store, but now I'm back, so I'll just continue coloring Teddy's fur. Or start coloring Teddy's fur, I should say. It's hard to color the edges of the paper, though. Because if I had 3 hands, this would be so much easier. But then if I had 3 hands, people would stare at me like a freak, so yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Now, I forgot to color Teddy's sleeves. Whoops. Fail. And don't forget his blushes. I almost said their blushes. Teddy is not genderless. There's only one genderless character. Whoops. I forgot Sweetie Red's freckles. That's one of the 2 things I was supposed to add onto her was her freckles. The other thing was her glasses. She has weird glasses that aren't really attached to each other. The bits aren't really like detached from each other, but they somehow stay on. That's just a weird stylistic choice. I don't even know. Oh, whoops, I should probably give Sweetie Red a speech bubble, you know? That's what the camera is. Okay, I was just testing what the camera is. I have no room for dialogue, so I'm just gonna write pat, because she's patting him on the shoulder or whatever. So, yep. Now on to row 3. What can they be doing? Okay, so then rock and bubbles come out of the room or whatever. I had to sharpen my pencil. Anyway. So then, don't make their head too tall. That always annoys me when I do that by accident. I need to make sure you can see bubbles as well. So I need to make sure to draw the panel tall enough to show her. So then Bubbly Boo is there. I need to get their height difference right. I don't know if that's exactly accurate, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll give a pink blush to make it stand out more or whatever. So then Rock is all like, where'd she go? So yeah, they come out the door now too. That's just the floor behind them or whatever. Rock the Furson looks adorable though. Rock the Furson usually looks like trash, but because I look like trash, but they actually can be adorable sometimes in the more timid moments. I always find timid characters adorable. Anyway, their fur should be darker because they're feeling more upset. Sweetie Red's fur gets lighter when she's upset, though. She's like the exact opposite, really. Her fur gets more pale and eventually mostly white color when she's like super sad. She's a pretty cheery character, but she's not like always happy. I like characters who can show a vast range of emotions. They can still have a main emotion, but like Blockland's main emotion is anger. Sweetie's is happiness, yeah, etc. Jeez, what is with the camera's focus? I don't know if the lens was clean or not. So yeah, anyway. I'm still trying to think of what Teddy's view on the situation. Like, will he be positive about it, or will he be negative about it? He's probably more likely to be negative about it and feel hopeless and powerless to do anything about it. I still feel like these characters are just suddenly becoming generic out of nowhere. I don't know if it's because I feel rushed when I'm filming, but I don't know. Probably does. Probably is the reason. I don't know. Actually, I got an idea. So Teddy's all like feeling hopeless. And he's just like, she left. Color the background first so I don't forget it. So yep, here he is, feeling depressed. Teddy and Blocklin are both kind of pessimistic characters, so that's one thing they have in common. Previously, I really only just said that they had in common that they're both kind people. Yeah, Blocklin is kind, believe it or not. She can be, when she wants to be. But whether she wants to be is the question. Like, she does care, but, you know, she's a very stressed character. Also, Blocklin still tries to be strong. Teddy wants to be strong, but feels like he can't be. Blocklin feels weak. She feels like she's weak, but she tries to be strong anyway. So that's the difference between them, is that Blocklin always tries to be, like, should probably show and not tell, jeez. Because I always just, like, write down descriptions for characters. I'm like, oh, I don't know what story to write with them or something, I don't know. Anyway. I forget if I was gonna have Sweetie or Pesto comfort him. I think it was gonna be Sweetie, but... I just realized the group has 3 optimists and 3 pessimists in it. I did not intend for that. Yeah, Teddy, Rock, and Blocklin are all pessimists. Bubbles, Pesto, and Sweetie are optimists, so yeah. Anyway. So Sweetie Red. She totally just... This This is a side view, because why not? Well, her hair looks different. She looks like human now. She looks legit like a human. Because of her hair. Her hairline or whatever, like her fringe or whatever. Don't make her look too skinny. What is that stomach? What is that angle or shape? Oh no. I don't even know what happened there. She looks like a kawaii anime girl. Or like a Gajinka or something, I don't know. Should I have a giant speech bubble here, or should I draw someone? I think I'll have a giant speech bubble. I don't feel like drawing Teddy again. I wanted to draw Pesto, but anyway. Sweetie Red has a speech impediment, which causes her to say W's in her speech a lot. It seems like trust me or twust me seems to be one of her catchphrases. Because I think she said that in an earlier page too, at least once or twice. Maybe her clothes. Yeah, Sweetie Red's clothes and fur usually change with each other, but if Sweetie Red, yeah, actually the idea I was gonna do doesn't really work because she's not blushing. But you know, unless she has control over her fur, like the only time her fur and clothes don't change with each other, I drew this picture once where her shirt was like light pink, super pale because she was upset, but she was blushing, so her face was like bright red. Like her fur goes really bright when she's blushing, because I didn't know how to convey her blushing because it's hard to see against red fur. So it's just like, we'll find it. I'll just say that she blushes by her via her fur. So yeah, that's. I was gonna say maybe Sweetie Red is like secretly not as positive as she tries to be, and that's why her shirt is like more pale, because she has better control over her fur. If she has better control over her fur, you'd think she'd hide her blushing, but maybe she actually likes to act coy around Rock, to a sort of a shy way of flirting, which makes Rock super shy. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, and then Pesto says something. I don't know what he's gonna say yet. And Pesto's ears are like flopped downwards, so you can't see the inside of the ear. Like usually you can. This time you can't though. See, this is Pesto right here. I don't know what happened to his collar there, but anyway. Actually, it's a side view. But then what? Why is his collar not sideways? Oh, whatever, who cares? My arm hurts. My left arm hurts. The arm that usually holds the camera. Maybe Bubbly Boo is the true optimist of the group. Sorry, this paper needs to, I need more room, there we go. My arm hurts. Okay, so drawing his other ear here. I think his ears, if I remember correctly, was supposed to be shaped like a certain type of pasta. I can't remember the one that's shaped like a shell. I forgot the name of it. I should be ashamed of myself. Well, I'm not Italian, so I don't even know if it is Italian. I don't know if all pasta is Italian. I don't think so. There's like Indian noodles and stuff, so obviously not all pasta is Italian. Anyway, why does that have anything? What does that have anything to do with this? I think the best type of weird character is the ones that are weird but can still be serious. Unless it's a sitcom, but I like to take my characters seriously. Like, I still like to have weird characters, but ones that you can still take seriously. So yeah, Pesto's jacket is supposed to look like some sort of noodle, like macaroni or whatever. And for some reason, Pesto was a jacket and no pants. Like, okay then. Fursons don't have to wear clothes, though. They just wear it because they like the style or whatever. Like, Bubbly Boo doesn't have any clothes. But she's covered in fur and soap. So, yeah. What can Pesto be saying? So, Pesto's like... He has a bit of a similar voice to Mario, but he's weirder and his voice is higher pitched. Oops. So, in the meantime... Oh no. That wasn't quite his voice, but anyway. Yeah, usually Pesto would try follow her, but he's probably optimistic enough that I mean, yeah, if she's going home to calm down, maybe Pesto could tell that she was calming down, but Pesto can't usually understand what someone's feeling, so maybe he's just hungry, maybe that's why he's not going after her to follow her. Who knows? Maybe he just believes Sweetie Red because he's, like, naive or whatever. But yes, Papa Pesto's. That's the name of the restaurant that his whole family lives and works at. I keep forgetting about my character Spicy Red. Maybe I should have her appear in this comic somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where she'd show up because this probably takes place after she's already met Rock. That'd probably have to be a separate story, I don't know. Why am I talking about Spicy Red? She has nothing to do with this story. Don't even know if I was filming the thing just then. Whoops. So, yep. His jacket is red. As you can see. As you can clearly see. Unless you're colorblind and maybe you're seeing his fur is red and his jacket green or something. So yeah, Papa Pesto, that's his dad, by the way. His dad is the owner of the restaurant. I haven't actually made up what any of his family look like yet. I think making up the families of these characters is interesting, though. Because Sweetie Red has, like, a super goody two-shoes family. Anyway. Now, I'll just draw what, I don't really know what the restaurant should look like. Maybe I'll just have a picture, like, have his head sticking out the top or whatever. He has bigger ears, apparently. I don't even know what type of weird hairstyle that is, but anyway. He has a bigger nose. Oh yeah, and he has like sort of a Luigi mustache. I just now made that up like 2 seconds ago. Apparently he looks like one of the Mario Brothers now. He totally looks like Luigi! What is this? He totally looks like Luigi. Like the face. If you ignore the bit around it, like the ear and the weird hair and the neck. Well, I don't know, the neck, not really, but if you ignore the hair and the ears, it totally looks like Luigi. I'll just give him, like, Luigi eyebrows, too. / Mario eyebrows. But there's a difference. And that difference is that he has rosy red cheeks. So yep. He totally looks like Luigi. Like, what even is this? But, oh yeah, and his nose is red for some random reason. But his mustache is black. Like Luigi and Mario's. Actually, I think their mustaches are brown now, but I don't know. Like dark brown if you pay close attention in the newer games. Anyway. That's Papa Pesto. I made up his design literally just now in this video. I thought it would look a bit more like Pesto, but I like it better when he doesn't look exactly the same as his son. I was just gonna make him look like Pesto with like a bigger mustache or something, but this design's better. Anyway, I'm gonna try and make it look like fancy writing, but I'm probably gonna fail really bad. What is that? What is that? I don't know. Will I even have room for everything? Oh yeah, and draw another fail P. Okay then. Whoops, fail. Oops, that's supposed to have an apostrophe, I just realized, because it belongs to Papa Pesto. It is Papa Pesto's restaurant. Restauranto. So yeah, the writing is green. because green is like their signature color. They're supposed to be the color of pesto, even though pesto is not really this. This is more of an apple shade of green, but anyway. Yeah, so here we go. The building is yellow, because that's the other color of pesto and pasta and stuff. I should probably draw a door on there somewhere. I just realized fail. Actually, don't they have like a secret entrance? I can't remember. I can't remember if it was the training or the Papa Pestos that had the secret entrance. I don't remember. I think it was the training, not the... I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I should probably draw a door on here then. I'll draw a tiny door so that you can tell that it's actually a really big building. Unless it was like one of those crowded buildings with way too many people in it, but I don't know. Not the case, I guess. Apparently there's no windows. Actually, okay, I'll draw windows. Yeah, there's windows now. Well, I haven't finished drawing them yet. Sit now for the background. I just realized, whoa, that's a huge building. Wow. Jeez, it's a huge building. This is the road. That's fail lines. It's supposed to be those double yellow lines on the road, but I completely failed and made them look bad. Sorry. It's really hard to draw with only one hand. No free hand to hold down the paper. That's the thing. Sorry about the lack of being able to see anything, but I really can't draw under these conditions. That's what I did. Pretty sloppy coloring there. Anyway, I guess I could draw tiny people going into the building. But do I even have room? That's the thing. Sorry you couldn't see anything there. Okay. I'm just gonna draw some tiny people going into the building. I just draw them as like tiny little like sticks or nubs or whatever. So that's Teddy, Sweetie, Rock, they're closer together because they're in love or whatever. Pesto will be in front because like he's one of the people who works there. He's the smallest. Actually, no, he's not the smallest. What am I saying? Bubbly Boo is still there. She'd be running ahead too because little kids tend to run ahead of people, while the shy, awkward teenagers just stand back. Actually, Sweetie's not really awkward, but Rock definitely is. Rock is like built on awkwardness. So there's Papa Pestos. I actually kind of like how that came out, even though it looks kind of weird, but whatever. I'm no good at buildings. Anyway, that's the page that I did. It's sideways, so now you'll get to see me read it in voices. You think I want to beeping hurt people? You don't have to hurt anyone. Just walk away from your troubles. Storms out. Hey, Blocklin, you okay? Need a hug? Pat. Where'd she go? She left. She's not leaving for good, Teddy. She'll be back. Trust me. In the meantime, let's all go to Papa Pesto's. Then they go to Papa Pesto's. What will happen, Papa Pesto's? Find out in the other video. I don't know if this is as long as the other one. The other one is like over an hour. I'm not sure how long this one is. Okay, bye.